And good morning. Welcome to class, everyone. Today we have a quick one. So earlier we did, I think, a cardio and stretch for 30 minutes. Well, today is going to be a 30-minute class of core, and then we'll finish with some extra stretching. So as my title screen said, yoga mat, I did have dumbbells on there in case you wanted to. So dumbbells are optional for today's workout. There's a few exercises that you could add in a dumbbell, like a Russian twist, if you've heard of that exercise before, but like I said, that is optional for us today. So yeah, yoga mat for sure, just for that comfy floor option, and then dumbbells if you'd like. But yeah, with today's workout, I kind of have it planned out to be about 18 to 20 minutes of our core, and then we'll stretch for the remaining 10 minutes or so. So let's get warmed up. Nothing too crazy because we'll spend the entire session on the floor. So just a little bit here to get the body kind of warm, and then we'll get into our movements. So starting with just jumping jack. Let's do this. So starting with that low impact if you'd like, or going right into that jumping option. Nice, just to get the body moving here. Excellent. Now, side step, side to side. So just kind of right here. And we're going to add in those spine movements here. So when you're ready, we'll start with that horizontal twist. So twist and reach with every step. Excellent. Now arms up overhead, adding that little bit of lateral flexion. Excellent. Now into a jump rope here. Again, low impact, still spinning the arms and wrists, or actually jumping. We'll only do one last one here. So go ahead, slow it down. Last one here, some arm swings. Just to loosen up the shoulders. So each exercise will be done for 30 seconds. We have a short rest or transition in between. Make sure you take those arms the opposite way as well. Then we'll go through 8 exercises, 3 different times. So if you want to do any other stretches, go ahead and do so now. But let's start making our way to the floor for our first exercise. Our first exercise will be a cross crunch. A great first one for our day today. So with this one, heels into the floor, what we're doing here is we are tightening up those abs, compressing them as we reach up and across for that opposite knee. So this will be exercise 1 for 30 seconds. Let me get the timer started, and we're gonna rock and roll. All right, first exercise in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this again. Trying to lift those shoulder blades up off the floor. As I speak to abs, your abdominals kind of compress and pull the rib cage to the pelvis, or sometimes in that opposite fashion, pulls the pelvis up to the rib cage. Two and 1 and rest. So stretch everything out here, extend the legs and arms. So we're gonna go into an alternating toe touch. So we're coming up, meeting our arm and leg, midline the body. We're just alternating from right to left. Again, just like our cross crunch, as we raise that arm, we're also lifting those shoulder blades up off the floor. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, plank on our hands here. It'll be a little bit easier for the leg movement underneath us for plank knee tucks. So in that nice good plank position, we're taking each knee and bringing it up underneath our bodies. Now, this one, trying to engage those hip flexors, using that muscle to pull and bring that knee up underneath the body. Two, 1, and relax. Shake out the wrists as you need to. Next one here will be plank reach. So we'll do this one on our forearms just to give that little bit of rest for the wrists. With this one, we're simply just taking that reach and tapping our fingertips out in front of us, right to left. Nice job. Trying to keep the hips nice and still. Beautiful. All right, to our backs. Dead bug here, alternating right to left. So legs are up in this 90-degree position with those shoulder blades up off the floor as well. Nice job. Again, trying to lift and get the most out of those stomach muscles. Two, 1, and rest. All right, sitting up, we're gonna move into a Russian twist. So a few different options here. Feet on the ground, leaning back as we rotate. This will be our easiest option. From here, lifting the legs up and tilting back even further. That's option 2. And then grabbing onto a dumbbell and working through those same 2 options, the body position options. The dumbbell will help elevate this exercise even more. Three, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, into a bicycle here. So laying flat again. Now this one you can get the arms involved if you'd like, or starting with just the legs. So that pedaling motion, still keeping those shoulders elevated up Now this is kind of that aspect with the hip bone pulling up by utilizing those abs. We want to try to keep that lower back pressed into the floor while we do this one. Now, if that's not quite happening, feel free to support the hips a little bit more with a little bit more tilt by using the hands underneath the hip bone. Excellent. All right. Now to our hands and knees here. Her bird dogs. Don't want to forget the glutes, the low back, that side of our core. So we're alternating right to left. That good extension, not only through the arm, but also through the leg, through the glute. Three, two, one. Excellent. All right, grab a drink if you'd like to. Not a long rest here. We're gonna do that whole series just one more time. Like I said, we have 3 sets of 8 exercises. So back to that cross crunch. And here we go. Excellent. Keep it going. Keep it going. Four, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Toe touches. So again, extended position on the floor. We're coming up and reaching for that. Those shoelaces for the leg, for the ankle. That's it, stomach tight, stomach muscles tight. And 2, 1. All right, to our first plank. That plank knee tuck. And 2, 1. And here we go. Good body position to start. And 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake the wrists out as you need to. One more time with that plank position. Put our plank reach on our forearms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's go. And 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, dead bugs. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Keep those shoulder blades up. Let's go. Let's go. And 3, 2, 1. All right, that Russian twist. So I'm gonna grab a dumbbell for demonstration. Again, no dumbbell, with a dumbbell. Lots of options with this one. So again, feet on the ground, with or without a dumbbell, but always in that kind of reclined position. So we get that good use from that lower back, and then the stomach muscles are contracting. And again, even lifting the legs up as you rotate. Three, two, one, and rest. Nice job. To our bicycle. So again, just the legs or with the arms, where we bring that elbow to that opposite knee. So up to you here. If you want more hip flexor work, no upper body movement, just pedaling the legs. If you want even more of that oblique action, more of that total core experience, add in those arms and rotate. And 2, 1. And then onto our knees and hands for bird dogs. And here we go, that good arm and leg extension. Still keeping in mind the core, keeping it tight to keep the spine in that neutral position. Three, two, one. Beautiful. All right, we'll be staying on the floor for our next one for heel touches. So we're laying on the floor, still with those shoulder blades up off the floor, and we're tipping side to side, using those obliques to reach that hand to the heels. It's not where we're actually moving our arm through the shoulder. We're just flexing side to side. Two, one. All right. Legs elevated, both of them this time for cherry pickers or toe touches. So this one will be slightly different, but if this becomes too challenging, go ahead and alternate as we did for the first exercise. And this one really trying to lift those shoulder blades up off the floor. And 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Onto those hands and toes here, starting in a plank. We're gonna do a downward dog or a pike. So the idea with this one is we lift the hips up, pushing back, that typical downward dog, but then squeezing the abs, controlling us back to that plank position. So it's that little more slower descent out of that pike position. Nice. All right, plank on our forearms here. We're gonna march our feet this time. So all we're doing is picking up our toes ever so slightly up off the ground. So as we do this one, trying to keep not only that whole stomach region nice and tight, but also engaging those glutes as well. just picking our legs up, imagining kind of lifting the back of the knee to the ceiling. All right, to our backs here. I call this one the dead bug double. So double arm, double leg, kind of a challenging one. So in that starting position, we lower both the legs and the arms together at the same time. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, next one. In and outs, as I call them. So we'll be reclined and supported with our hands. And we're taking those legs from an extended position and tucking them in to our chest. That's it, using those hip flexors and those lower abs to pull the legs into that kind of tight position. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Two more exercises here. We're gonna go back to a plank, this time on our hands, for a little different knee tuck. An oblique knee tuck here. So this one, we're taking that knee to the outside of that same elbow. So we kind of get this kind of aspect as we lift that knee to our outside elbow. That little side bend as you bring that knee to the elbow. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, final exercise here. A nice one to finish on, something a little different, a hover. So we'll be in that kind of bird dog starting position. And once you have everything kind of ready, locked in place, we lift the knees up off the floor, and we're just hovering ourselves, those maybe 1 inch above the floor. So notice the leg position, 90 degrees through the hips, 90 degrees through the knee joint. Two, 1, and that is it for the core exercises. Nice job. All right, let's go right away into our stretches for the rest of our time. Like I said, we have maybe about 7 minutes or so. Yeah, this will be perfect. Nice, good extended stretching opportunity. So we'll start nice and flat here with our hands kind of right in line with the shoulders. And we'll push and lift our shoulders and chest off the floor into the seal stretch. So for our stretches today, we'll be doing a few different stretches covering the whole body. Some yoga-inspired stretches as well. So it won't be necessarily yoga-like. We'll go ahead and release and push ourselves back or move into child's pose. So stretching out those arms, dropping the head between the arms as well. So from here, walking the hands out to one side, adding that little twist. If you have something to grab onto, like the carpet, a rug, maybe a coffee table, you can get that added little pull through that entire side of the body. So we'll do the same thing to the other side. Again, just walking the hands over. And again, if you have something that you can grab onto to help pull yourself deeper into that stretch, go ahead and do so. Like I'm using my mat. Excellent. Go ahead. Release, relax. We're going to come back out onto our hands into kind of a runner's lunge. So, finding that tabletop position, we'll bring one leg, foot almost next to the hand. Then from here, just ever so slightly extending that back leg behind you until you achieve that kind of stretching sensation. And release. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So again, kind of putting that foot next to the hand, and then that back leg, kind of walking it back a little bit further, finding that stretch, but still in a comfortable position. And release when you're ready. And one more here on our wrists and forearms, or wrists and knees. We'll press the back up into that cat stretch. Make sure that we tuck the hips up underneath us. And then rotate. Create that reverse arch through the back, through the spine, lift the head and chest as we do a little cow stretch here. And release when you're ready. Now we'll take one leg out to the side here. And we're up, not sitting on the back of our leg. Toe straight ahead. If you can keep the foot flat, that'd be best from this position here. We're gonna reach up and towards that extended leg here as we stretch that inner thigh, a little bit of that lower back. And release that side. We'll do the same thing on the other side here. Again, that good extension. If you can, try to keep the foot flat just for that ankle mobility. And we reach and tip. And release. And let's stand up. Last couple here. Last few. So hamstring stretch. This one just a hold. So heel to the floor. We sink our hips down and back behind us until we feel that stretch through that back of the leg. If you're able to keep that toe up with good intention, you'll feel that stretch through that back of the leg as well. And we'll release that side. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Again, heel to the floor, and if you keep that toe up, you'll get more of a full leg stretch versus it just being solely that back of the leg. So up to you. If you want to keep it flat, you're not going to get as much through the hamstring. I just noticed that I don't feel that stretch at all when I keep my foot flat on the floor. And release when you're ready. And last one of the day. Stretching out the back of the shoulder here as we hold this side and then the other side. Thanks everyone for joining. Nice kind of short, quick core workout with some added stretching. I know that some of you out there enjoy the extra stretching that we might do in these classes, so this is one of those days for you. Again, as we conclude here, our wellness centers are opening. We're pretty excited about that. So yeah, we are stationed in the Twin Cities, Minnesota, USA. If you're wondering about our virtual resources like YouTube, flex breaks, meditation, just know that those are never going away. We will always have that as a resource for those that are working from home, working out of the state of Minnesota who can't do our live classes or utilize the fitness centers. And then, the people that we've reached and expanded our engagement with globally as well. So wherever you're at, virtual offerings are here to stay. So thanks everyone for joining this core and stretch class. Hope you enjoyed the short, quick workout today. So thanks everyone. Make sure you stay hydrated, stretch a little bit more at some point today, and make sure you eat something good as well. That is it for me. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.